So, welcome back. Moving on to the Covert steel, blue steel colorways. I'm going to leave the kind of stealth greys to the next one, but for now, we're going to look into these bad boys. So, as I say, the colors are slightly different, as you can tell under the light, but without the light, it's actually quite hard to tell. So I'm just going to try and separate them out for you quickly now. I do remember Simon was discussing in the group chat the other day about the differences between the Covert Ops, the steels, the stealths, and he's recently put a post up, so I'll link it below for you to go and check that out. But first up, we'll just go through the amass of EVAs. And so these are all the same, so they've all got the same kind of condition. The first one had a bit of a dodgy visor, but apart from that, they're all in pretty good nick. He looks confused. Oh, they're having a conversation, my bad. Apart from that first one, which had a bit of a dodgy, or not even dodgy, just a bit of battle damage, what it looks like on there, they're all in pretty good nick. But it's not to be confused with this one, who, as I say, in the light, very easy to tell the difference. However, outside of the light, they can be confused. This is the metallic-y kind of bluey, almost turquoisey, greeny grey. He looks more grey until you put him under the light. He looks green, almost like aquamarine. He's a very cool figure. I don't think there's any other figures in this colour, so it's quite a cool one. You've got the silver pieces there. Yeah, there's a lot of detail going on there. I've seen these go for about 12 quid by themselves, which for a random old articulation's pretty good, as in pretty high. So I'm quite impressed with them for that. People pay it because it only came in one set. Now that the EVAs are all out of the way, we're going to move on to this bad boy. This is the recruit armor, and there's 1, 2, 3, 4, a 5, a 6, and finally a 7. We've got 7 of these recruits, and now these are definitely in that kind of blue steel colorway. These are actually somewhat slightly different to the EVA's color itself. But these molds are actually really detailed, they're really nice, and this was kind of just before they did the changeover again, so this is one of the last ones. I think they put a lot of effort and detail into the mold itself to make sure it was good, make sure that it was detailed. There's not as much kind of black wash or detail in the paint itself. Yes, there's different sections of black and blue steel, and obviously the gold visor, but overall a very nice figure. I'm very impressed with that. So there's 7 of those that are going to go onto the Hangar.com marketplace once that's live. But for now, they will stay in the collection.